everyone! This video ipapakita ko kung paano ako gumawa ng time series analysis using ARIMA. Gagamit ako ng sarili kong dataset na hindi galing sa professor at gagawin ko ang analysis gamit ang Anaconda at JupyterLab. Now, ipapakita ko muna yung dataset na gagamitin ko. Ito yung airline passengers na naka-CSV file na. Makikita dito, meron siyang dalawang columns, which is months and passengers. Monthly data ito ng bilang ng airline passengers from 1949 to 1960. Next, bubuksan ko naman yung Anaconda Navigator. Then dito ang maglalunch ng JupyterLab na gagamitin sa analysis. Next, bago tayo magsimula sa analysis, ipapakita ko muna ang Anaconda Navigator. Ito ay isang package manager at environment manager para sa Python. Dito natin ino-organize ang ating Python package at projects. Makikita natin sa Home tab yung mga applications na naka-install kagaya ng JupyterLab, Spider, at VS Code. Sa Environment tab, makikita natin ang iba't ibang Python environments kung gusto natin ng separate environment para sa isang project. Pwede tayong gumawa dito para hindi mag-conflict ang package. Sa simpleng salita, Anaconda Navigator ang control center ng Python environment natin. Ngayon, ilalunch natin ang JupyterLab para simulan ang analysis natin. Hintay lang natin ma-open. Nasa JupyterLab na tayo, dito natin gagawin lahat ng coding at analysis ng time series data. Hanapin lang natin file. We are using Anaconda Navigator to manage our Python environment and JupyterLab as the idle. Here you can see the package installed like Pandas and Stats model which we'll use for our analysis. Hintay lang natin mag-install. Python. First, we import the necessary Python library. Pandas is used for data handling. ARIMA from stats models is used to build our time series system. And Matplotlib is for plotting graphs. Now, for Pandas, from that model, ARIMA dot model for ARIMA for that 5 plus. Next, load the dataset. F equal dot CSV of airline passenger. then df dot and here are oh ito lang kulang tayo that's it yes. Here Airlines passengers CSV contain the monthly number of airline passengers over time. Next, we convert the month column to a date time format. So Python knows it's a time series and then we set it as the index for either time bit operation. We have df month then we ensure the passengers column is numeric. Any invalid values are turned into none and removed so our model won't break due to missing or corrupt data. Before modeling, we visualize the data to see trends, seasonality, or any anomalies. We plot the number of passengers over time. Kaya ang ating output for original data. We have plot the numbers of passengers over time. Next, we build an ARIMA model. The order 111 means one autograce. Now we plot the numbers of passengers over time. We build an ARIMA model. The order 111. Then we print a summary of the model, which includes coefficients, standard errors, and statistic tests. This helps us evaluate the model fit. Print model the summary. Then, yan. Yeah. Then next, we predict the values for the data we already have so we can see how well the model fits the historical data. Then we plot both the original and The fitted values visually assess the model's performance. The red line is the model's prediction and blue line is the actual data. The red line is the model's predictions and the blue line is the actual data. Next, for forecast future values, finally, we use the model to forecast the next 12 months. This allows us to predict future passengers numbers based on historical trends. Here. So, in conclusion, ang ARIMA 111 model na ginamit natin ay maayos na nakafit sa historical data ng airline passengers. Ang paggamit natin para sa susunod na 12 months ay nagpapakita ng patuloy na pagtaas ng passengers. Kaya makakatulong ito sa airlines para sa planning ng flights, flight at staffing. Overall, RMI ay isang simple pero powerful na tool para sa short-term forecast pero para sa long-term predictions, mas magandang magdagdag ng addition predictors o advanced models.